so bullshit. Just do. You're living. How do you want to live? How do you want to die? How do you want to be remembered? That's it. That's it. Period. You want to be in control of your mind. You want to be in control of your mind. Emotional people, they're wrecked. They control that emotion. Controls your wife, kids, everything. Everything they want. But it's the one thing that they don't have that makes it emotional. So that emotion makes them focus on what they don't have. Emotion makes them focus on everything negative. Everything. Pity party, woe is me, this didn't happen. So your mind loves that. It loves talking to other people. Oh, this is all stuff, man. You know, think about it. People love to complain about everything. So when you're sitting there, you may spend weeks, months, years about the same thing.
1, 2, 3,
There's no
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You live in this emotion. So how do you think I became successful when I failed every day of my life until I succeeded, which took a long time? Out of what? Failure. So why don't you teach yourself, like I've taught myself, is how to fail properly?
1,
I'm not saying
2,
be a failure.
3,
when I
4,
was 300 pounds,
5,
people think,
6,
oh, you really thought you could be a Navy SEAL?
8,
No.
9,
I just go
10.
lose the weight.
Pop number 2.
I
I don't think you motherfuckers really know what I fucking do.
And all the embarrassment of failing.
Think you like to think you do what you really don't.
You are going to have to learn how to get up extremely fast first. Because I knew that if I was afraid of failure, I would have never been able to be a Navy SEAL. I would have never been able to get to where I'm at today. So I went through, and I literally at 300 pounds, or 297 to be exact, I sat back
1,
and I
2,
visualized
3,
how this
4,
journey's going to look.
5,
In the
6,
first several months was
8,
nothing but failure.
9,
So
10.
how am I going to get up the next
Pop
morning
number 3.
when I
Ain't a
failed?
motherfucker alive that can get it like me.
How am I gonna
And that's a
eat
fucking
this meal
guarantee.
when I failed and I got fries and a milkshake again when I was supposed to get grilled chicken and rice. So I went through and I taught myself how to fail. And when you do that, you're able to get up extremely fast and you no longer care about the end result because you know if I want to be way up here, it's going to take a bunch of small micro failures along the way. But you have to understand that that is part of the process. I made a decision, and my decision was to be the best person I could. And I basically, a lot of mornings I wake up and say, feelings. And that doesn't mean like, you know, don't take it literally, your feelings. But sometimes you have to go beyond what you're feeling. And my knees were fucked. Guess what? I wanted to run. And I knew that, okay, you get new placements, this
1,
and that. Like I said, it
2,
wasn't because
3,
I ran too much.
4,
People always
5,
like, oh, man, you ran so much.
6, 7,
You know, you don't want
8,
to be like David God.
9,
I hear it all the time. You don't want to be
10.
like David God.
Pop number 4. Find a towel, find a floor. That's 40 in the bag. We still got 660 more.
This guy was right. I chose this path.
And you're still choosing.
And I'm still choosing.
You go back to that guy at any moment.
Because I found out something with those stretch fractures. I found out something through facing all these things. I found out a whole nother world,
Leon.
which is why I walk around with all my stuff in a black backpack. Wow. I found out a whole nother way of no matter how far you get in life, you have to be able to go back to scratch in your mind at a moment's notice. You can never get so set in one place where I once lived and visit that place for a long period of time. If you were here and you were like scratch, you were down to here. Scratch is what makes you better. Scratch, friction,
1,
obstacles, create
2, 3,
There's no friction
4,
when you're this
5,
far up in the game.
6, 7,
That's
8,
right. When you choose so much, the friction is
10.
is minor.
Pop number 5.
I'm
Thank
so
God I'm still
hungry
alive.
today. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat today. The refrigerator is always full. So your comforts are now, so your discomfort is now very minuscule to your discomfort back here in the $7 a month place. So you have to go back to the total discomfort to then raise your level of where you're at now. I'm not saying stay there. Visit. And then you raise your level.
Take a day trip.
That's right. Yeah. All hate me and get better, then like me and stay the same. And that's how I feel about David now. Look, when you hate, I hate you, David, man. I hate you. You a piece of shit.
9,
Hey,
10.
come here, brother.
Pop, number 6. I do this shit just for fucking kicks.
I'm not gonna allow you to go to a place that's gonna be hard to get out of. It's gonna be hard. If I allow you to gain 5 more pounds, or allow you to take 4 more days off of school, or allow you to keep on procrastinating in your life, and I see it, and I tell Jennifer behind your back, I'm doing no good. Don't like me. Don't like me. I'm good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop, number 7. Say a prayer. Up there.
I love sports. I love watching sports. But I also love accomplishing and overcoming myself every day. Because every day is about, and I don't want to be normal. So it may not be a life for everybody, but I find a lot of peace in not being
1,
normal.
2,
My biggest advice
3,
to everybody
4, 5,
is, like I say,
6,
being in the external
7,
world.
8,
Everything is,
9,
you gotta see it,
10.
touch it, it's external.
Pop, number 8.
If you can pour
Feeling good, looking great.
the rest of your life
Let them hate.
inside of yourself. Stop listening to people who are calling you fat, nigger, everything that is makes no sense. All these insecure people putting insecurity on you, you gotta flush it out. You gotta just be whoever the hell God or whoever the hell you believe in. If you believe in nothing but yourself, I don't care what it is. You gotta take everything and throw it away. You have to believe in one thing, and that is yourself. I believe in quiet. There's no growth outside of quiet. The world is too noisy. Your mind needs quiet. You define who you are. People ask, what's my purpose? Why am I here? You're not going to find it nowadays unless you lock yourself in a quiet room in your mind and find it. It's too noisy. For me, I can be in a busy street in New York City, horns honking, and I'm walking around with like nothing.
1, 2,
It's me and myself
3,
in a quiet
4,
spot.
5,
And
6,
you are
7,
constantly reflecting
8,
on who you
9,
are, where you've been,
10.
the journey you've gone
Pop,
through,
number 9.
the journey
Looking good and feeling also.
and you forget. It's not about staying in that moment. It's about you want to get to the point where that feeling follows you like breathing. Because it's part of your life, it's part of your DNA. But it's made. Like these calluses on my hands right now, they're made. They are now on my brain. This is now a part of you. So one big thing is you have to learn how to fail. Because I'm going to explain this to you. I have big dreams. A lot of us have big dreams, big goals. And when you have goals that are maybe outside your reach, you have to know that getting to that goal, you're going to have a lot of bad days, a lot of setbacks. Like when I was losing 106 pounds in 3 months, the first 2 months or the first 2 weeks, it's like I was gaining weight. You know, I would lose a pound, gain 2. So I was just failing. I kept failing. So I had to teach
1,
myself how to
2,
fail right.
3,
And what that means is
4,
when I
5,
fail, I can't
6,
spend
7,
much time in that
8,
fail zone.
9,
I have to be able to get up
10.
and get active.
Pop, number 10. All I do is fucking win. Let's go, champ. 100 in the bag. We got like 600 left.
Because I'll lose that time. So the big thing is know that if you have that. But the biggest key to success in anything you do is you gotta have an unlimited supply of fucking fuck you. This drive, this passion, and it may come from nothing. Like for me, there was no passion, no drive, no nothing. But I had this fire that I'm going to be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days, on all those days you don't want to do shit, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything. So to do that, you have to come into work, and work is, whatever your work may be, ready to go. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work, this is what the fuck it takes. And you gotta get it from wherever you can. Whether you make up this illusion of your life or this false reality that gets you motivated, whatever gets you motivated, it's gotta be here at the tip of your brain at all times. Because in those dark moments, you gotta pull it out. So that's the big thing for me, man. I was always fired up at all times. He was talking about there's people in these different, I guess, programs that do it for 30 days. And there's a lot of programs that are 30 days. And 30-day programs are good, but it's kind of a hack. Because while they say it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit or some, there's always this hacky shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, 30 days ain't good shit for you. The permanent, you wanna make it permanent. Permanent, you start talking about a year, 18 months, 2 years, that's a sacrifice. And when you commit yourself to something for a year, 30 days just kind of covers up, put a blanket over it. It's like putting a rug over it. A year, it cleans you up nicely. That whatever your problem is, if you can dedicate yourself for a year or something, you can be a changed person. So I used to coach a lot of people. I don't coach anybody. I used to coach. So what it was, my first question was,
number 11.
Okay,
Say a prayer up to heaven.
what are you willing to sacrifice? What are you willing to forgo? Because a lot of people, like this guy came one time, I was a trainer. He was, man, I can stop doing anything but my frappuccinos. I go fucking leave. Because I'm looking for that person like me. But it's hard for people to understand how I lost 100 pounds in less than 3 weeks. I sat down at the table and I said to myself, what are you willing to give up? Talk down to nothing.
Send.
And give everything.
Pop number 12. Feeling good and looking swell.
Now I can mold you into exactly who you want to be. When you put these restrictions up, and that's what my first question is. How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live, breathe, or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. A lot of people, most people don't want it that badly. It's like I ask the question, how do you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want to do it. So I can't make you, in order to have the time or energy to push you into that place that I know you have to be to do it. There's no luck in this game, man. There's no luck. But the luck happens after you bust your ass.
Pop 13. Nice and fucking clean.
Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might fucking happen. And that's what people don't know. But to get there, luck ain't gonna happen. You have to put yourself in that situation, man. It takes a lot of work. I've never been. Like, people think that the races I did in the military broke me. I was broken way before then. Numerous health problems before I even got in the military. Really? Numerous. I'm talking about, like, you're talking about, like, sickle cell.
Yeah, I remember that.
Twisted body from all the stress I was under as a kid. There's a lot of different problems. Thyroid issue, adrenal issues, all kind of shit. And so then they got magnified. So, and there's videos of me out there. Google David Gagner's first video, or first bad water race. You will see black compression tape on my ankles. I had broken feet at the start line of a 135-mile race. And if you go back, you will see as I'm
Pop 14. Ain't no motherfucker alive that can get it like me. And that's a fucking guarantee.
I went to the start line of that race. I trained for that race. It broke my front feet. And I don't talk about a lot because what happens is normal people, normal minds can't understand that. So then you become a liar or this and that. But now I got to the point in my life. I'm like, you go fuck yourself, dude. You don't believe it, go ahead. But I don't talk about a lot because I know what I've done. And I know what the mind can do and where it can take you. I've experienced it over and over. And my mom has seen it. What did you do for the last 65 hours?
5,
I know what I was
6,
doing.
7,
I was running all
8,
over down the
9,
stop.
10.
Getting in.
Pop.
Doing what?
15.
No one really gives a.
Nice and clean.
You have to continue to live your life, or you can choose to. I'm trying to hurt every mother's feelings in the world. Anybody who thought I wasn't going to be somebody, it's never enough. Like a dog. I got a little bulldog now, and I can't feed that mother enough food. That's me. I'll leave no scraps on the table for anyone to pick up. And that's the mentality that you must have if you want to be great. People wonder, how do you stay hungry all the time? Man, I don't know, I lost my edge. What's going on? Once you hit the top of the mountain, guess what happened? I'm good. So you wonder why you're falling. But they're one-time, man.
2,
They hit a one-time deal.
4,
They busted off. They got a lot of money.
6,
But they're
7,
good.
8,
You're mediocre
9,
now, man.
10. Pop, 16. Come on, gang. Get off that ass and come get it with me.
I don't listen to all that bullshit. I listen to motherfuckers like this, man. What's wrong now? Tired, dude. Why are you tired? Because tomorrow, I gotta do this shit again, man. Whatever this shit is that made me nauseous and sick to my stomach, it made me hurt, I still must grind. There's no ending. And that's the person I listen to. That's the person who's getting knowledge. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that very few,
1,
very few
2,
ever see.
3,
It's a beautiful
4,
world.
5,
You find
6,
yourself.
7,
You'll find yourself over here.
9,
You find yourself on the other
10.
end. Like 100
Pop, 17. Come on, champ, get it with me.
On the other end of that place. That 19 hours, I found, wow, there's a whole other world out here that I've never even saw. But the world's in your mind. And that's what all that mediocrity is about. Mediocrity, it's never enough. There's zero finish line. There is a time limit on everything, my friend. Everything has an expiration. There is no tomorrow. Some of us get granted a tomorrow, but there really is not one. Every day I wake up, I
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pop, 18. Get like me.
Nothing exists. You're like, you're in a dungeon. But guess what? It's still going to get. Because when that time comes, because the time is going to come. When that purpose is there, you're ready. So you have to be a hard worker, period, God. You got to work your ass off. So I went into my mental lab and realized that I want to be great, but I don't have greatness in me. So I had to create a mother that was great. And in my mind, I'm really big on visualization. And people might think it's all kind of bullshit. Believe what you want. I don't give a shit. This is a true shit right here, man. I went in my mind, it's okay. I want to look like this. I want to feel like this. And I want to have a mind that is cast iron steel. That is never dull. That is always
1,
that was the
2,
biggest thing I wanted.
3, 4,
To hit obstacles that most people love, including
8,
myself.
9,
But I didn't wait.
10, 19. Now they want to fight me. 190 in the bag. We only got 510 left.
Fueling Goggins. I will become Goggins when necessary. And I started to do these things on my own. I have my own training ground. I built a training. That wasn't Navy SEALs. If you go to Navy SEAL training not prepared, you're going to quit. So I built this training ground on my own. And I started doing these horrific things that David Goggins couldn't handle. But Goggins started slowly coming up. I started putting that visualization of the guy I wanted to create. And in that water, when things got hard, and I was training my own, Goggins would appear. Goggins would appear. When David Goggins would come up, Goggins would smack him down. Put your feelings off when it comes down to you want to be better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings gotta go
1,
away.
2,
It's raining
3,
outside, it's cold
4,
outside.
5,
You don't want to put the low
6,
numbers in at work.
7,
That's what I'm
8,
talking about. Your feelings must go away. This is your design. This is who you are.
Pop number 20. You motherfuckers think it's funny. Let's get this motherfucking money. This yummy yummy. And my motherfucking tummy. 200 in the bag. 500 left.
And one light off in a building of 15-story building. And only one office. Every office is dark. There's one office with one light on, and as those mothers go from the club, they look up every day. 2 o'clock in the morning, they see that, and that light's always on. That's the mother right there you gotta be. I'm talking about the grind. The grind. Your feelings have to go away.
I choose to keep going forward, but you get to a spot in that race where you don't know what to do. And that's when you find out what you're made of.
Yeah, I made a decision to go all the way in. And a lot of us have this mindset of balance. But if you want to be part of that 1%, I'm sorry to say, you got to throw that balance shit in the wind. The only way you can do it is if you go all the way in. It's okay to be unbalanced for a while. It's okay. Don't be all this stuff people say. You got to be balanced. You be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being a Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. You balance once you become great. And talk to your family and say, I'll be home, but not today. So the thing about it is, the unbalanced mind allows you to do everything at a level that most can't even fathom. They look at you, they see you grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And while they are at this mediocre level, you slowly rise and rise and rise. I call it front loading. If a lot of you right now to be the best, you front load your life. So then that family that you were balanced with, you bring them on board when you're 40, 50, and 60 and say, okay, now I'm home forever because I'm making a shit ton of money. But whatever the hell you're trying to do, the barbaric life that I live, that you have to live, the almost obsession that you must have to be great, you can't put that shit in a book, bro. You can't put it in a book. You can't write about it. That's the experience. And you can't even, after you experience it, to write it in a book, it would seem like it's too gory. It makes sense to a guy that everything, every second of the day, he is trying to extract more from something. He's constantly thinking, constantly disciplined, never going off the path. Whatever is in on him, he figures a way. It's a conqueror's mindset. And very few people can really understand what that is.
Pop 21. Come get you some.
And I've been this way for almost 30 years. It's enormous. We're going to drag you through this. And that's kind of how it happened over a period of time. This man evolved. God has became the guy that can withstand all kind of torture and pain. And keep coming after you.
Everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups, the sit-ups. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the daggone couch. You get better by coming out here and getting after every daggone day.
So,
my journey has pushed me so far, so lonely in my head. And a lot of lonely, it's called unseen work. No one knows.
Pop 22. I don't think you motherfuckers know what I do.
The shit I do on a daily basis gives me that very confidence. I know I've built belief that I may have failed, but building that belief knows I know I just didn't figure it out yet. Not that I can't do it, I just didn't figure it out yet. And that's what all that is. They've also built up an insanely high pain tolerance by having that dog. I'm not some, trust me, man, I was born some sicky little abused kid.
1, 2, 3,
but I built up that
4,
dog.
5,
And once you build that dog in you, man, the pain and the suffering and the lonely nights and the unbalanced,
Pop 23. Get like me.
The lessons aren't learned at the top of the mountain, my friend. The lessons are learned in the middle, at the beginning, never at the very top. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend. Most people don't want to go that extra mile. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. It's not just the 3 reps. It's what happens to those 3 reps that make you better. Never to the bare minimum. We're only 1% away from true greatness. I was only 1% from making that money, from being where I want to be, from having everything in life that I've ever dreamed of. But it's that 1% that we sleep on. It's that 1% that we wake up in that morning and we're like, you know what? Not today. Maybe tomorrow. So guess what? That's why it's so easy to be great nowadays. Because most motherfuckers are weak. And all you do is when you are
Pop 24. Kobe.
Not in the morning, on life. Just know this. All it takes is thinking about all those weak mothers who are taking a day off. There's no cheerleaders. There's no crowds cheering you on. That's what makes you powerful. Is when the only cheerleader is you. By yourself. That's what forces you. It's like, come on, man, you can do this. And you got 20 people over the ball. So, just do. You're living. How you want to live? How you want to die? How you want to be remembered? Emotional people, they're wrecked. They control that emotion. Controls your everything you do. And what emotional people do is, like for instance, I always say this, they have a beautiful life. Husband, wife, kids, everything they want. But it's the one thing that they don't have that makes them emotional.
2,
so that
3,
emotion
4,
makes them
5,
focus on what
6.
they do. They love talking to other people. This is all, think about it. People love to complain about everything. So when you're sitting there, you may spend weeks, months, years about the same thing. So what have you done? Nothing. There's no solution to that. But most of us live there. Oh, this other guy got the pay raise. This other guy got this. This other guy got that. And we live in this emotional state of, woe is me. Nothing gets accomplished. Everybody it's embarrassing. So how do you think I became successful when I failed every day of my life until I succeeded, which took a long time? The first thing I did was all of you in this room want to be successful as hell. But the journey to success comes with a lot of what? Failure. So why don't you teach yourself, like I've taught myself,
1, 2,
is how to
3,
fail
4, 5,
properly.
6,
It's
7,
not saying be a
8,
failure.
9.
When I was 300 pounds, people think,
Pop
you
26. Just for fucking kicks.
I just go lose the weight. But what it was how I was able to get over all the failure and all the embarrassment of failing was I told myself, you are going to have to learn how to get up extremely fast because you are going to have a million setbacks on this journey. And that's how I literally taught myself how to fail first. Because I knew that if I was afraid of failure, I would have never been able to be a Navy SEAL. I would have never been able to get to where I'm at today.
2,
so
3,
I went through,
4,
and I literally at 300
5,
pounds, or 297 to be exact,
7,
I sat
8,
back and
9,
I visualized how
10.
this journey's going to look.
Pop 27.
Months,
Say a prayer.
nothing but failure.
Up to heaven.
So
27.
how am I going to get up the next morning when I failed the day before? How am I going to eat this meal when I failed? I got fries and a milkshake again when I was supposed to get grilled chicken and rice. So I went through and I taught myself how to fail. And when you do that, you're able to get up extremely fast and you no longer care about the end result because you know if I want to be way up here, it's going to take a bunch of small,
1,
micro failures
2,
along the way.
3, 4,
You have to understand
5,
that is part of
6,
the process.
7,
I made a decision,
8,
and my decision was to
9,
be the best person I
10.
can. And
Pop 28.
a lot more as I wake up
Looking
and say,
good and feeling fucking great.
and that doesn't mean like, you know, don't take it literally, your feelings. But sometimes you have to go beyond what you're feeling. And my knees were fucked. That's what I wanted to do. And I knew that, okay, you get knee replacements, this and that. Like I said, it wasn't because I ran too much. People always want to say, oh, man, you ran so much of your body. You know, you don't want to be like David Goggins. I hear it all the time. You don't be like David Goggins.
I was in a spot that life forced me. I had a choice. I had a choice to be this guy or the guy that's in front of me. I had choices. I chose this path.
And you're still choosing.
And I'm still choosing.
You go back to that guy any moment.
Because I found out something with those stress fractures. I found out something through facing all these things. I found out a whole nother world, which is why I walk around with all my stuff in black background. I found out a whole nother way. A whole nother way. No matter how far you get in life, you have to be able to go back to scratch in your mind.
1, 2,
And I know it's not
3, 4,
You can never get so
5,
far
6,
beyond scratch.
7, 8,
What that means is,
9.
when you accomplish something
10.
in life, if you want to go back to scratch,
Pop 29.
you go back to that
Looking
same
good and
level
feeling oh
of
so
place
fine.
where
Where is it? Feeling good and looking oh so fine.
if you were a kid and you like to scratch, you would now be here. Scratch is what makes you better. Scratch, friction, obstacles create growth. There's no friction when you're this far up in the game anymore. You think there is. You're really, that's right. When you change so much, the friction is minor. Because why? I'm sore. I'm going to get a massage today. I'm hungry. I'm going to eat today. The refrigerator is always full. So your comforts are now, so your discomfort is now very minuscule to your discomfort back here in the $7 a month place. So you have to go back to the total discomfort to then raise your level of where you're at now. I'm not saying stay there and stay there. Visit. And then you raise your level.
Take a day trip.
That's right.
Yeah.
Always take day trips.
A lot of people that we see all day long, you see them. You know, have a hard conversation. You walk around. I'd rather you hate me and get better than like me and stay the same. And that's how I feel about David Goggins.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
But I get better
6,
from it.
7,
I get better from it.
8.
That's why people see me.
9.
And I know you're in
10.
my little foxhole.
Pop number 30.
You become a piece of
The
shit.
haters are mad and their house is dirty.
Come here, bro.
That's 300 in the bag. Only got 400 left.
I'm not gonna allow you
And the sun ain't even up, champ. Let's go.
That's gonna be hard to get out of. It's getting hard. If I allow you to gain 5 more pounds, or allow you to take 4 more days off of school, or allow you to keep on procrastinating in your life, and I see it, and I tell Jennifer behind your back, I'm doing no zero justice. So where this world is now, you can't say what. I do. I still do. I always will. Don't like me. Don't like me. I'm good. I'm the most peaceful person on planet Earth, even with like the conversations like I go to the gym, I have to do this, I have to do that. Every day I'm winning. Every day I'm winning the other voice in my head. So I'm at peace with myself. The things I do for fun are like me bettering myself. I love sports. I love watching sports, but I also love accomplishing and overcoming myself every day. Because every day is a battle. Every day is a battle because you want to choose the path of least resistance. Every day. But you don't become better by ever doing that. You become normal. And I don't want to be normal. So it may not be a life for everybody, but I find a lot of things in not being normal in my life.
My biggest advice to give everybody in the world is, like I say, we live in an external world. Everything is you got to see it, touch it. It's external. If you can, for the rest of your life, live inside of yourself, and stop listening to people who are called fat, nigger, everything that is makes no sense. All these insecure people putting insecurities on you, you got to flush it out. You got to just be whoever the hell God yourself. I don't care what it is. There's no growth outside of quiet. The world's too noisy. Your mind needs quiet. You define who you are. What's my purpose? Why am I here? You're not going to find it nowadays unless you lock yourself in a quiet room in your mind and find it. It's too noisy. For me, I can be in a busy street in New York City, horns honking, and I'm walking around with like nothing. It's me and myself in a quiet spot. And when you are constantly reflecting on who you are, where you've been, the journey you're going through, the journey you continue going through.
1, 2, 3, 4,
You
5,
allow the world
6,
to pull you
7,
so fast
8,
that you forget.
9,
You allow
10.
yourself to pull you so fast.
Pop, pop,
that you forget.
31.
It's not about staying.
Get off that ass and come get you some.
It's made. Like these calluses on my hands right now, they're made. They are now on my brain. This is now a part of me. So one big thing is you have to learn how to fail. Because I'm going to explain this to you. I had big dreams. A lot of us have big dreams, big goals. And when you have goals that are maybe
1,
outside
2,
your reach,
3,
you have
4,
to know that getting
5,
to that goal,
6,
you're going to
7,
have a lot of bad days,
8,
a lot of setbacks.
9,
Like when I was losing 160
10.
pounds in 3 months,
Pop, pop, 32.
2 weeks, it's like
You
I was
motherfuckers
anyway.
know what I do.
You know, I would lose a pound, gain 2. So I was just failing. I kept failing. So I had to teach myself how to fail right. And what that means is when I fail, I can't spend much time in that fail zone. I have to be able to get up and get after the next day just as fast. Because my goal is, to be a Navy SEAL. I don't have time to stay here and feel bad for myself for weeks and months and years because I'll lose that time. So the big thing is know that if you have big goals and big dreams, along the way failure
1,
is going to happen.
2,
So how
3,
fast do you get
4,
up from that?
5,
You gotta teach yourself.
6,
But
7,
the biggest key
8,
to success
9,
in anything you do is you gotta
10.
have an unlimited supply
Pop, pop, 33.
of fucking
Ain't no motherfucker alive
this
that can get it like
drive,
me.
passion.
And that's a
It
fucking
may come from
guarantee.
nothing. Like for me, there was no passion, no drive, no nothing. But I had this fire that I'm going to be somebody. And it has to be there because on all those bad days, on all those days you don't want to do shit, you have to be your own motivator, your own coach, your own trainer, your own everything. So to do that, you have to come into work, and work is whatever your work may be, ready to go. And what that means is you may have failed miserably yesterday, but you come to work like you're like, man, you just lost everything. How the hell are you this fucking damn motivated? But this is what it takes. This is what the fuck it takes. And you gotta get it from wherever you can. Whether you make up this illusion of your life or this false reality that gets you motivated, whatever gets you motivated, it's gotta be here. And there's a lot of programs that are 30 days.
10.
30-day programs.
Pop, pop, 34. We only got 360 more.
Because while they say it takes 3 weeks to develop a habit or something, there's always this hacky shit. I'm gonna tell you right now, 30 days ain't gonna do shit for you. The permanent, you wanna make it permanent. Permanent, you start talking about a year, 18 months, 2 years, that's a sacrifice. And when you commit yourself to something for a year, you're not gonna say, oh, I'm gonna let that go. Because in your mind, you have it clear as day. That year took a lot out of me. That year built me. That year started to scrape away all that scar tissue. Started to clean me up. 30 days doesn't clean shit up. 30 days just kind of covers up, put a blanket over it. It's like putting a rug over it. A year, it cleans you up nicely. Now, whatever your problem is, if you can dedicate yourself for a year or something, you can be a changed person. So I used to coach a lot of people. I don't coach anybody now.
Got it. You used to coach.
I used to coach. So what it was, my first question was, okay, what are you going to give up? What are you going to sacrifice? What are you willing to forgo? Because a lot of people, like this guy came one time, I was a trainer. He was mad, I can stop doing anything but my frappuccinos. I go fucking leave. Because I'm looking for that person like me.
But it's hard for people to understand how I lost 106 pounds in less than 3 months. I sat down at the table and I said to myself, what are you willing to give up? Everything.
One,
when people come to
two,
me with that
three,
kind of mindset,
four,
I can work with you.
6,
You're willing to
7,
strip yourself down
8,
to nothing
9,
and
10.
give everything.
Pop, 35. Thank God I'm still alive.
I can mold you
350 in the bag.
to be.
We only got 350 left.
Yeah, that's what my first question is. How bad do you want this? If it's as bad as you want to live, breathe, or sleep, whatever the hell it may be, I can work with you. A lot of people, most people don't want it that badly. That's why they always ask the question, how do you get to where you are? You know how to do it. You know exactly how to be you or how to be me. You don't want it to. So I can't make you do it. Nor do I have the time or energy to force you into that place that I know you have to be to do it. There's no luck in this game, man. It may be a little bit luck, but the luck happens after you bust your ass and you put yourself in that lucky situation. Luck doesn't happen. You put yourself in that situation where luck might fucking happen. And that's what people don't know. But to get there, luck ain't gonna happen. You have to put yourself in that situation, man.
3,
It takes a lot of work.
4,
I've never,
5, 6,
like people think
7, 8,
races I did
9,
in the military
10.
broke me.
Pop, 36. Just for kicks.
Before I got in the military. News. I'm talking about like, you're talking about like cell.
Yeah, I remember that.
Twisted body from all the stress I was under as a kid. There's a lot of different problems. Thyroid issue, adrenal issues, all kind of shit. And so then they got magnified, So I would go to start my other race, like bad one, 135-mile race to death valley. No one knows this. But if you go back, and there's videos in there out there. Google David Geiger's first video.
1,
or
2, 3,
that one race.
4,
You would see
5,
black
6,
compression tape on
7,
my ankles.
8,
I had more feet
9,
at the start line.
10.
135
Pop, 37.
And
Say a
you go
prayer.
back, you will see as
Up to
a
heaven,
finish
37.
race, you will see this black compression tape floating behind me. I went to the start line of that race. I trained for that race with broken front feet. And I don't talk about a lot because what happens is normal people in normal minds can't understand that. So then you become a liar or this and that. But now I got to the point in my life. I'm like, go fuck yourself, dude. You don't believe it? Go ahead. But I don't talk about a lot because I know what I've done.
1,
I know what the mind
2,
can do
3,
and where it can take
4,
you. I've
5,
experienced it
6,
over
7,
in my mind. I see
8,
it
9.
over and over again to the point where it's
10.
almost like
Pop, 38.
sometimes, but I'm
Looking good and feeling oh so great. 380 in the bag. We only got 320 left.
I was gonna always tell them to stop. Get live. Do what it's about. No one really gives a. You have to continue to live your life, or you can choose to be doomed and become a statistic. Everybody has a savage mentality. It's a good thing, whether you believe it or not. We all have it. I find to hurt every mother feelings in the world. Anybody who thought I wasn't going to be somebody, it's never enough. Like a dog. I got a little bulldog at home, and I can't feed that mug enough food. That's me. I leave no scraps on the table for anyone to pick up. And that's the mentality that you must have if you want to be great. People wonder, how do you stay hungry all the time? Because after I accomplish something, I don't sit back like a lot of guys make blood, guys make this, guys make that. They're comfortable. They wonder why I'm getting deep, man. I don't know, I lost my edge. What's going on? Because once you hit the top of the mountain, guess what
1,
happens?
2,
I'm good.
3, 4,
You wonder why you're
5,
falling down now.
6,
Because once you
7,
top of the mountain, you got to go to another
9,
one. That's mediocrity.
10.
There's a lot of people in mediocrity.
Pop, 39. Looking good and feeling oh so fine.
They hit a one-time deal. They bust it open, got a lot of money.
you're mediocre now, man. What are you doing today, tomorrow, the next day? That's why I'm listening to theorists. I don't listen to all that bullshit. I listen to motherfuckers like this, man. What's wrong, man? I'm tired, dude. Why are you tired? Because tomorrow, I gotta do the shit again, man. Whatever this shit is that made me nauseous and sick to my stomach, it made me hurt, I still must grind. There's no ending. And that's the person I listen to. That's the person who's getting knowledge. You gain knowledge through suffering. And on the other end of suffering is a world that really, you find yourself on the other end. Like the 100-mile race I was on, I ran for 24 hours. I found myself on the other end of that race. That 19 hours, I found, wow, there's a whole other world out here that I've never even saw. But the world, time limit on everything, my friend. Everything has an expiration date. There is no tomorrow. Some of us get granted tomorrow.
3,
But there
4,
really is not one.
5,
Every day
6,
I wake up, I
7,
want to do something.
8,
I'm like, okay,
9,
man, do you want to be a bitch today?
10.
Do you want to feel like
Pop, number 40. Rick and Morty. 400 in the bag. We only got 300 left.
Nothing exists. Your life sucks. You're in a dungeon. But guess what? You're still going to get it. Because when that time comes, because time is going to come. When that purpose is there, you'll be ready. So you have to be a hard worker, period, time. Hard worker. That's all. So I went into my mental lab and realized that I want to be great, but I don't have greatness in me. So I had to create a mother that was great. And in my mind, I'm really big on visualization. If you may think it's all kind of bullshit, believe what you want. I don't give a shit. This is a true shit right here, man. I went in my mind, it's okay. I want to look like this. I want to feel like this. And I want to have a mind that is cast iron steel. That is never dull. That is always, that was the biggest thing I wanted. I wanted to hit obstacles that most people love, including myself, but I didn't waver. I didn't fear. I didn't run away. I just stayed and marinated in the fear, in the suffering. And through that, building Goggins, I will become Goggins when necessary. And I started to do these things on my own. So I built this training ground on my own. And I started doing these horrific things that David Goggins couldn't handle. But Goggins started slowly coming up. I started putting that visualization of the guy I wanted to create. And in that water, when things got hard, and I was training them up, when it comes down to you wanting to do better. What that means is when that alarm clock goes off, your feelings got to go away. It's raining outside, it's cold outside, but you don't want to put those long hours in at work. That's what I'm talking about. Your feelings must go away. This is your new life. This is who you are. Your new norm is you wake up and you suffer. When you know everybody's going home to their families, or you know you want to be the top salesperson in the world, or you want to be the best lawyer in the world, when everybody leaves to go home and only one light on in a building, a 15-story building, and only one office. Every office is dark. There's one office with one light on, and as those mothers go from the club, they look up every day, 2 o'clock in the morning, they see that, and that light's always on. That's the mother right there you gotta be. I'm talking about the grind. The grind. Your feelings have to go away.
I choose to keep going forward, but you get to a spot in that race where you don't know what to do. And that's when you find out what you're made of.
Yeah, I made a decision to go all the way in. And a lot of us have this mindset of balance. But if you want to be part of that 1%,
1,
I'm sorry to
2,
say,
3,
you gotta throw
4,
that balance shit
5,
in the wind.
6,
The only way
7,
you can do it
8,
is if you go all
9,
the way in. It's
10.
okay to be unbalanced.
Pop, 41.
It's okay.
Get off that ass. You gonna get you some.
To be the best in the world at what you do. It's not about being an Navy SEAL, people. The best at what you do, you have to be unbalanced to find every bit of energy and strength that you have to pull it off. Then you get balanced once you become great. It's hard to your say, I'll be home, but not today. So the thing about it is, the unbalanced mind allows you to do everything at a level that most can't even fathom. They look at you, they see you grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding.
3,
And
4,
while they are
5,
at this mediocre
6,
level,
7,
you slowly rise
9,
and rise and rise. I call
10.
it front loaders.
Pop 42.
When you're 40, 50, and 60 and say, okay, now I'm home forever because I'm making a shit ton of money. Whatever the hell are you trying to do? The barbaric life that I live, that you have to live, the almost obsession that you must have to be great, you can't put that shit in a book, bro. You can't put it, bro. Can't. You can't write about it. That's the experience. And you can't even, after you experience it, to write it in the book,
1, 2,
it would seem like
3,
it's too boring.
5,
It makes sense.
6,
We got it. Everything,
7,
every single
8,
day,
9,
he is trying to extract
10.
more from something.
Pop 43.
Constantly thinking.
Get off that ass
Constantly discipline. You ever
and come get it with me.
Whatever is injured on him, he figures a way. It's a conqueror's mindset. And very few people can really understand what that is. Like, I'm almost 50, and I've been this way for almost 30 years. It's a normal, we're going to drag you through this. And that's kind of how it happened over a period of time. This man evolved. God just became the guy that can withstand all kind of torture and pain and keep coming after you.
Where everybody's getting weaker, I'm getting stronger. It's not about the running, the swimming, the push-ups and stuff. It's about what those things do for your mentality. You don't get better on the couch. You get better by coming out here and getting up after every daggone day.
My journey has pushed me so far, so lonely in my head, and a lot of lonely, it's called unseen work. No one knows what David God is really doing. You see a 1 minute snippet, you read a little book. The shit I do
1,
on a daily
2,
basis
3,
gives me that
4,
very
5,
confidence. I know
6,
I
7,
just believe
8,
that
9,
I may have failed,
10.
but building that
Pop
belief,
44.
I just
We only got 260 more.
Not that I can't do it. I just didn't figure it out yet. And that's what all that is. And I've also built up an insanely high pain tolerance by having that dog. I'm not some, trust me, man, I was born some sickly little abused kid, afraid of everything. But I built up that dog. And once you build that dog in you, man, the pain, the suffering, and the lonely nights, and the unbalanced, if you put the right people in that foxhole with you, you are dangerous, love. The lessons aren't learned at the top of the mountain, my friend. The lessons are learned in the middle, at the beginning, never at the very top. It's so easy to be great nowadays, my friend, because most people are weak. Most people don't want to go there. Most people don't want to find that extra because it sucks. It's miserable. It's lonely. It's not just the 3 reps. It's what happens to those 3 reps that make
1,
it better.
2, 3,
Next to the bare minimum,
4,
we're only
5,
1% away
6,
from
7,
true greatness. I was only 1%
9,
from
10.
making that money.
Pop 45. Thank God I'm still alive.
Maybe tomorrow. Well, guess what? That's why it's so easy to be great nowadays. Because most the weak. And if all you do is when you are trying to hit that mother snooze button on life, not in the morning, on life, just know this. By yourself. That's what forces you. It's like, come on, man, you can do this. And you got 20 people, or
1,
the Boston
2,
Marathon with
3,
26.2
4,
miles of people
5,
cheering you on.
6,
And you're bonking
7,
at mile 18.
8,
Come on, man.
9,
You alone
10.
on a 1 mile
Pop
track,
46.
1 mile track,
Just for
and
kicks.
there's no one there but you. And then you have to do a live autopsy and dissect. And those demons come out, man. We all got them. But they got childhood, whether you're bullied, whether you think that you're stupid, whether your mom was there, your dad was there, whether you're going through your life. That judgment there, everything becomes so real and clear. You're talking to yourself so negatively. You're
voices saying, "Why you doing this?" But if you get
1,
through it,
2,
the other side
3,
of that thing, man,
4,
is a whole
5,
other world
6,
that
7,
very few people know
8,
exists in the mind.
9,
But it's there. It's there. It's there.
10.
It's there. Just trust that. It's there.
Pop 47. Say a prayer up to heaven.
That's right. It's you. Why am I here? You know, I had to find purpose in my suffering. It had purpose. It had a purpose. Just shut up and let me enjoy this pain. I don't want anything to numb it. I don't want anything right now. Because what I had done was I just, in my mind, and people will take this wrong, as wrong as you want to, I don't really care. I had just climbed a mental wall that was amazing.
1,
And I don't want
2,
anybody to take that
3,
away from me.
4, 5,
But what it
6,
did was it
7,
showed me
8,
what is possible.
9,
And that's what set the new stage for me.
10.
That's when I realized, oh man.
Pop 48.
I've really been underachieving
Looking
my
good and
entire
feeling
life.
oh so great.
When you take that road, you just don't want to just fit in. It's a lonely road. It's a lonely road. You get a lot of haters, man. And like I tell people all the time, man, if I could walk on water, I'm going to say it because I couldn't swim. I tell you that, right?
Yeah.
Anything that makes me feel that fear feeling, it's going to get overcome.
You go do it.
It's going to get conquered. That's almost like fear is my ultimate guide.
And where you're supposed to
Of
be.
where I'm supposed to be going.
Yeah.
It's my ultimate guide. Those scars are real. Those scars are proof that, you know, your past is real. So they're never going to go away. I own them, but I'm proud of my childhood. I'm proud because of all of these lessons in life. And everybody says this book. I mean it. I mean it because I was able to look at my childhood, how I grew up, as the ultimate training ground for my life. I didn't care about losing weight. I didn't care about being the fastest person. I wasn't making the Olympics. I wasn't going to pros.
1,
I could barely
2,
read and write when I was in
3,
junior high school.
4,
I wasn't going
5,
anywhere.
6,
I saw working
7,
out as a way for me
8,
to build calluses on my
9,
body. I had a callus over
10.
the victim's mentality.
Pop 49.
I watch these movies.
Looking good and feeling oh so fine. 490 in the bag. We only got 210 left.
Like, they always look brutal. People waking up early and doing all these things and look horrible. I was like, wow, man, I gotta start doing that. Not to get better, bigger, and stronger, but that is what's gonna build me. That looks uncomfortable. That looks brutal. And getting up early, I don't wanna do that. So I had this long list of things I don't wanna do. And through that, I found myself. I started, I'm like, you guys aren't doing high school. You guys are getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning and running over here in this golf course. So I started seeing myself very differently than the average human being. I was like, hold on a second. I have something they don't have. And that's when I started to develop these things through working out. It was this great, never-ending work ethic. And through work ethic, I developed self-esteem. I wanted to push myself to that limit and see what happened. People cap themselves. They look at somebody, and because their mind can't imagine it, they then start talking shit. He has to be doing this, you have to be doing that, there has to be some trick, there has to be some potion. This is bullshit. No, it's because you cannot allow your mind to open up for the possibility it can be done, which is why you being people are where they are today. Because you shackled your mind
1,
to have limits.
2, 3,
It never has a limit.
4, 5,
Find it.
6, 7,
I haven't found
8,
it yet. I
9,
haven't found it yet.
10.
Pretty crazy.
It's crazy.
Pop number 50. Nice and swiftly.
At times, do I have to
500 in the bag.
figure
We
out
only got 200 left. Light work. Let's go, champ.
climb over it. So those limits, I'm always, that's what I said, I tell myself how to fail. I'm always skirting on that, like, limit. You know, I'm there. Okay, I failed. I was right there. Did I miss? What did I miss? Oh, that's what I fucking missed. And then it happens. They'll gain something from it. That's why you're watching. Think about it. That's what you see people. You're talking about that, you know, during the speech. People get hurt by these people. I love them. You're telling me every day, Because I used to be a weak motherfucker too. You're showing me every day who you are. You're 23 million people. You're watching me, but you don't want to admit you're watching me. This is great. I know exactly who you are. So when they want to come on, some of them want to come on and offend me, but you gotta see what's up with Goggins. You gotta see what's up with must see TV. So you gotta watch it. So that's amazing. I know that alone gives me a lot of power every day, but that's what people gotta understand. These haters, they know who you are, but you don't know them. There's a reason maybe take your life more serious, lose some fucking weight versus trying to imitate David Goggins. First thing. The second thing is, where you going? What do you want to do with your life, bro? Like you saw David Goggins, and because now you want some followers, I'm going to imitate David Goggins. And I'm going to be a big old fat white dude.
That's right.
That runs and steals a bunch of shit. While it may be funny, where the fuck are you going? You look like late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
Where the fuck are you going, bro?
Not very long.
Like life right now needs to really be kicking you in the back of the head, saying, "Look, man, our time frame is done." Because what people don't get about life is up until you're about 30, you're fucked. You know what you do? You're kind of just scrambling around unless you have good direction. Then you might figure it out from 30 to 50 something, maybe 60. Then the back half of life, you're fucked. So 2/3 of your fucking life, you suck. So the more you fuck up that middle part, from 30 to 50, 40 to 60, ish, you only got about 25 years. Like, man, I'm killing it out here. People don't get that. So you're fucking around out here, running around your shirt off, and you're in that window now of like, you're starting to time, bro. Shouldn't waste time. Do you think if I taught myself kindness, and I agree with it, yeah, so many people take me out of context, it's ridiculous.
1, 2, 3,
But I was 300
4,
pounds.
5, 6,
We
7,
had that conversation with
8,
me if I spoke kindness to
9,
myself.
10.
I'll tell you what it gets me.
Pop, 51.
7-Eleven,
Get off that ass and come get you some.
chocolate milkshake. That's the one voice. That's the one voice that most of us have that you're talking about. If you don't have a conversation in there, the other voice that you create that says, okay, how does this look? It was very ugly. That kind of conversation for me went away a lot, which is why the dialogue is now, but you see a lot of action, because most people have inaction, because there's one person talking.
1, 2,
and that one person is always
3,
leading you down the same
4,
path,
5,
the path that makes
6,
you feel
7,
very
8,
comfortable, happy with
9,
yourself. The second
10.
you create that voice, there's conflict,
Pop, 52.
there's battles, there's
Just for you, YouTube.
just defeat.
When I realized I had this voice, I had this voice in my head, whether you believe in God or whether whatever the hell you believe in or don't believe in, whether you believe in yourself, there's always this voice in our head telling us different things. And the voice in my head, it kept on calling me like, you're man, you are a big, and you're scared of all this shit over here. You're scared of this big laundry list of stuff, man, because your dad beat you, this happened,
1,
all
2,
the things that happened in
3,
my life,
4,
I wasn't
5,
facing them.
6,
Even though I didn't
7,
cause a lot of them,
8,
they're
9,
mine to own now.
10.
And the one thing that I
Pop, 53.
I'm a tough guy. That's someone
Get off that ass and come get it with me.
And for me to be hard and be tough, I had to start going over to that list, that scary list, and start facing that. Because I knew over there, I was going to find a whole new person. Because I kept on doing the things that made me feel comfortable, I was going to continue being that same person I always was, the lying, insecure, beautiful person living this nice, comfortable life of mine. So I just designed a very uncomfortable world for David Goggins. And in that world, I created a whole new different, that's where I created Goggins. So there's David Goggins and there's Goggins. I created Goggins in that world over there, mine.
A human being is not so human anymore. we have the ability to go in such a space. If you're willing to suffer, and I mean suffer, your brain and your body, once connected together, can do anything. I believe in patience.
1, 2, 3,
will come up real fast, not being
5,
driven or upset.
6, 7,
Motivation fades.
8,
Everything's good.
9,
If that
10.
person, all hell breaks loose.
Pop 54. We only got 160 more.
That's what keeps me. Those are the sparks. Like, you know, I look at motivation as just a spark. It's like kindling. How a big fire starts. It starts with a little smoke. It starts with a little cigarette being thrown in the wood. Next thing you know, all California burn up. That's what I've been doing my whole life. Is I find these little sparks, and once that little thing takes off, that's a 1 hour fuel. You got 10 hour fuel. Then you can move that thing to a 10,000 hour fuel. These big logs, big trees that burn for days. And that's where you want to bring that motivation. That's where you want to bring that drive. So if you have no kindling, the kindling is you going out with these young guys saying, oh, he's 43, it's 20-year-old. Keep up with that. But that kindling now leave those young guys. It has now become that 10 hour fuel, another 10,000 hour fuel that I use throughout my whole life.
1,
I use
2,
it my whole life. Hey,
3,
this summer,
4, 5, 6,
so, you know, you're not giving
7,
up. You're not done.
8,
Not today.
9,
You're not done today. You're constantly trying to put
10.
more in front of you, but the biggest thing
Pop 55. Thank God I'm still alive.
Silence the world out as much as I can because it's getting busier every day. It's getting faster. And the faster it gets, the more you are missing who you are. So I trap my own mind a lot and say, look, man, I put my phone away, I put shit away, and I go dark. Shut off technology. You have to go dark. We're not able to think. The most powerful weapon in the world we walk around with it. It's our mind. It's our brain. You have to be able to go, and we can't figure our purpose out or why we're here or why we've been born or whatever because it's so loud in our mind. We don't have any quiet time in ourselves to sit back and say, what do I really want? There's so many different dialogues in our head that we can't think. So my biggest thing is you have to be alone in a very dark place in your mind and think about what is important to you. Make up your own mission statement. What do you want to do? And once you do that, now you can work with somebody to do that. You can work with yourself to do that. But until you know what you want to stand for, you will always just be sitting down. You'll never stand for anything. When you really sit back at your life and you are in that dark room, and you're looking at where you started from, reading right now. So I lied about it to everybody. I cheated on these tests.
9, 10. Pop 56. Just for kicks.
How are you gonna feel, man, when you accomplish this goal coming from that shit? Coming from the hell you came from. A lot of people start from a good starting point. They have a good foundation. What if you could surpass all these numbers? What if everybody who was way up here started up here? And you started with no legs. You had no legs. You start walking. And then crawling.
Pop 57. Say a prayer. Up to heaven. 57.
Meg said single friends. Jen said I think she meant food.
I saw some guys going through Navy SEAL training, and they're going through Hell Week, and they're getting their ass just beat. You know, in and out of the water, guys ringing the bell. There's suffering. And I was weighing like 297 pounds.
2, 3,
and I
4,
had to make a change in my
5,
life.
6,
You know, I was at all-time
7,
low, and
8,
I wasn't going anywhere. I was exactly where everybody said I was going to be. It should love
10.
So I had to make a change.
Pop 58. Looking good and feeling oh so great. 580 in the bag. We only got 120 left.
Jenny Craig that come down and miracle my ass. None of this happened. It was on me. And that's the thing you have to realize. Everything you do, you may have some support, you may not, but it's on you. You have to make a decision whether you want to be a badass or whether you just want to be mediocre and everything's okay. But being a badass hurts real bad.
You're gonna find peace from going to war with yourself. Because we all got you. We all got you. People look at me, and the reason I'm not going to resonates with people because I don't hide. I'll tell you exactly what I am. I will admit to it. People are great at hiding, so they want to find peace. No, you got to take your shit, fix your stuff in. You don't just shove it under the rug. Fix it, and then you'll find some peace later. With success in life comes more haters. Don't make them hurt your feelings. Use them for fuel. Use them for energy. In times of need, put them on the mental Rolodex in your mind. And we know
1,
what to do.
2, 3,
Roll through your
4,
brain.
5,
Pull up that
6,
that you need.
7,
That person
8,
said you couldn't do something.
9,
Weren't
10.
fast enough, good enough, smart
Pop,
enough.
pop, 59. Looking good and feeling oh so fine. 590 in the bag. We only got 110 left.
Use everything this board has to give you that you stay home. We all have a dungeon. I'm just willing to talk about mine.
Yeah.
Most of us aren't willing to talk about it. I'm going to talk about my dungeon. I wasn't getting into the dungeon of these guys' minds. I wasn't building that so-called mental toughness. Mental toughness isn't something that you sample. It's something that you live in every day. So when something hard would happen to these kids, it would draw on something that made them very insecure. And they look for comfort. Whenever hardness comes, and you know what it is, it may be different for you than for me, but you go back to your insecurities. And then you go back to insecurities, you then look for comfort. But in those insecurities, and you all look for that comfort
1,
that your mom used
2,
to give you when
3,
you were sad.
4,
When you were sick,
5,
for our wife,
6,
for our husband,
7,
comfort. It's in those
8,
moments you must retrain
9,
your mind to think
10.
differently.
Pop, pop, number 60. Nice and mixy. 600 in the bag. We got 100 left. Shh.
I was hitting the physical standards. I wasn't meeting the mental standard. The mental standard is you must know how far you've come.
Wow.
I had come 8,000 miles from where I started. But if you never know that, you're still in the $70 a month place. When I was sick, I was able to slow down and reflect back on my entire life. And in that bed, when I thought I was dying, because that story is long, that sick portion of my life is long. I didn't care if I died or lived. Because I was, for the first time in my life, happy and at peace. All right, the time of year, we try to make our dreams come true. But the reality of all that is sacrifice. And those dreams quickly become nightmares. But in those nightmares are where our demons lie. That's the domain in which they know we don't want to go into all those early mornings. It wakes up all these things that we failed at. Past childhood trauma. Those demons are in those nightmares. That's what keeps us from accomplishing our dreams. Oh, then every year we got them. So this year, their back is turned to the doorway. Because they know you ain't going to the nightmare land. But you're going in there. And when the backs are turned, you can rear naked choke them out. Every one of them. That's the mentality you must have. And always have. The most important step we're going to take in life is our next one. A lot of us get our feet stuck in concrete. We get our feet stuck in concrete and we're afraid to make enemies. We're afraid to lose our mind. We're afraid of being in that group of people. And when you walk away, you're afraid of what they might say behind your back. All that fear clouds your brain, clouds your thinking. In your life, you're going to always have haters. Embrace them. If you can walk on water, trust me, your haters are saying you can walk on water because you can't swim. Learn one thing. Shut the fucking noise out. Embrace the fact that people don't like you. It means you're doing something right. Stay hard. Stay in fight. So another year is coming and gone. And a lot of us are the same place we were last year. What the fuck are you waiting on? We sleep 1/3 of our lives. And we think we can take days off. We think we have the right to sit back and give ourselves options on which way we're going to go in life. Am I gonna run today? Am I gonna work out today? Well, it's Christmas. It's New Year's. It's my birthday. Do you think time that it's Christmas, that it's New Year's, that it's your birthday? You're giving yourself too many fucking options. Let me tell you one thing. Time is running out. You keep on sitting around wondering what the fuck you want to do. You're just gonna run out of time. So make sure you do one thing. Stop following the crowd. They may take time off, but you can't afford to. Stay hard. Let's approach our goals this year with a different mindset, a surgical mindset. When I was in elementary, our science teacher had us get a glass and put it in the sink. He said, before you go to bed, turn the faucet on. So this one drip gets into that cup. And by the time you wake up, it'll be full of water. You're going to teach us about value. I didn't learn about value that day. I learned about patience. All I wanted to do was turn that faucet on and fill that glass up.
4,
That's not how our goals go.
6,
Our goals don't go fast like that. They go like a drip of water. But what I took from it is
Pop 61.
that drip of water
Get off that ass. Come get you some.
That drip of water is throwing that calluses in your mind. And that's what you need to have. This is a slow process. And that drip of water taught me that. So today, I decided to try to PR my long run. So the first half of the run, I'm feeling great. My mind is clear, nothing going on. Think about nothing but my running pace, what I'm doing, my breathing, everything like that. Get to mile 15, I turn around. Then the demons start to creep in. That inevitable walls creeping up on me. When you push so hard, something's about to give. And I start to give. My mind started to break down. I started to feel my legs starting to hurt.
3,
I started
4,
feeling dehydrated.
5,
Started feeling
6,
sorry for myself.
7,
Started looking
8,
around. No one
9,
knows out here running. Why don't you go ahead and just stop? Are you good dehydration? Lick them up the lips. Your legs are all sore. If you got this place a stress fracture, no, you don't. You got sore legs. Get out of your head. Stay hard. This is my life. I'm not that smart. I'm depressed. I have a horrible life. I have these two guys. One guy that. So I became a 297-pound person because it became my body number. Because the inside was a
1,
fragile,
2,
weak,
3,
insecure kid.
4,
So I
5,
this big man.
6, 7,
So when people looked at me,
8,
I knew it.
9,
But if they knew the real me, I was a punk.
10.
I was a punk kid, a 24-year-old.
Pop 63. Get off that ass and come get it with me. 60 fucking 3.
I've seen suffering. That's really interesting, and I actually get it, but I want to hear you explain it. Why suffering was the thing that triggered that thought?
Well, for me, growing up, I came from a horrible background. I got called nigger every day of my life growing up. Lived in a small town. The Klan headquarters at that time was about 20 minutes from where I lived. One of the high-ups in the KKK, son, sat behind me in 2 classes, so he called me nigger all the time. Got my first car, they spray painted nigger, we're gonna kill you on it. So I was just an insecure, scared kid. And the only way I could find myself was to put myself through the worst thing possible. I had to figure out I wasn't gonna be a punk kid all my life. So the way I could turn around was to suffer. I had to build calluses in my brain the same way I built calluses on my hands. So I broke against the world record for pull-ups a long time ago. I failed at it twice. And I did 67,000 pull-ups in trying to break this record. So to do 4,030 pull-ups, I had to do 67,000 for training for that.
3,
Wow.
4,
And so
5,
what I realized
6,
is for me to become
7,
the man I wanted to become,
8,
I saw
9,
myself as the weakest person
10.
God ever created.
Pop 64. We only got 60 more.
Change that to be the hardest man ever created. Am I that? I don't know, but you had to have a goal. And my goal when I was sitting there, not going to school, being bullied, being through the worst things possible a human being could ever endure. And that'd be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it, callousing my mind through pain and suffering.
That's so powerful. It's such an amazing insight. So obviously listening to some of the stuff that you're talking about, and one thing that you say often is, you know, it's hard to stay hard or get hard when you're living in, you know, like you even said at one point, in a big mansion in Beverly Hills, right? So I was sitting there thinking, you're absolutely right. But what I find so interesting is how we, as a species, we run from pain, we run from suffering. And one of the reasons, I've talked about this before, but one of the reasons why we off center, it makes you feel bad, because in the process of rebuilding and clawing back from that
Pop 65. Thank God I'm still alive.
Tested, unless you've gone through the ringer, you've got no hope. So how do you take somebody that you love and force them through that? And I think that what you've done is maybe the ultimate expression of that, which is having to put yourself through it. Right? You didn't have to do any of that. So, in the end, like, what would your advice be to that 16-year-old kid who's staring in the mirror, does not like what he sees, but is still running from adversity?
Well, my biggest advice to him is that, first of all, he won't like to say, I'm going to say the exact opposite of what the world, today's world is saying. So we read a bunch of books nowadays. As humans, we want to find out how to be someone else. What we don't do is we don't go inside. So really turn yourself inside out. Read the book that says, like we're writing a book every day of our lives, but we never read that book. So what I would challenge this young man or young woman to do is you have to look inside of yourself and see what you really want. What are you passionate about? We use these words and these little phrases of, oh, the strong survive and all sorts of crap. They're all just words.
4,
I get so tired of hearing people just talking. Like right now, someone may think, God is just talking. You don't know. So when I speak,
Pop
I
66.
speak from experience.
I do this shit just for kicks.
I would tell this young man or woman that the only way, I believe, this is just my experience in life, the only way you're ever going to get to the other side of this journey is you have got to suffer to grow. To grow, you must suffer. And some people will get it and some people won't. But they have to see what their journey is to start their journey. Several people live to be 100 years old. They have great lives. They have great kids. The kids go to college, all sorts of stuff. But somewhere in their life, there was a point where they had a decision to make. They can go left or right on this path.
2,
The left was
3,
the easy route.
4,
Right was the
5,
hard route.
6,
A lot
7,
of people take the easy route.
8,
And they had a good life that
9,
way, but the better life was going to the right
10.
side. And you may have 20
Pop
years
67.
get past it.
Say a prayer
This guy never truly
up to heaven.
And I will tell this young people, you know, repetitions and all this consistency. Why people fall off the wagon so often is because their mind is foolish. There's no room in that mind for discipline. There's no room for consistency. They may do it once or twice, but our minds, that's our minds. Man. It's like
9.
circuit breaker has so much, keep on loading it.
10.
You can't put any.
Pop 68.
So
Looking good and feeling oh so great.
So you have room for all those disciplines, waking up early, taking those, because they do need something. But we don't get to that dark matter that is keeping you from clearing out that mental garage. It will try to take you out. It will find your weakness, and it will just hammer you.
It's like a personal coach.
100%. So if I can help you build belief, build confidence to the point where nothing can hurt you because you know exactly who you are. You've faced your demons. You've been able to go on an audio book in your mind. Maybe you didn't write a book, but in your mind about what I would do. I'm no longer embarrassed. I'm no longer ashamed. Being ashamed is one of the biggest things that kill people nowadays. In their minds.
1,
Kill them from moving
2.
forward.
Pop 69. Looking good and feeling oh so fine.
Just be a human and always make the same mistakes. You must take this knowledge that you learn from all this knowledge. So I'm just trying to give people that strength to go in the archives of your life. Because while you're probably, there's probably something happened to you in your life. Go through the archives, dig it up, study it, and then use it for yourself. That's the main purpose for me right now.
Have you considered what you would be like as a father?
Yeah, I actually have a daughter right now. Yeah.
No way. I didn't know.
Yeah. I have a daughter right now. But that being said, I'm an open, honest person. When you meet people at a young age, so I had a kid at a young age when I was in the worst possible place in my life. So when you're in a bad place, you're not going to meet a Kish. You're going to meet a person that's very similar to who
One,
you are at that time.
2, 3,
And then
4,
you bring a
5,
child in this world.
6,
And
7,
as you start to move up
8,
in this world and get better, and
9,
you realize I need to get better.
10.
You try
Pop number
pull
70.
people along with you.
Feeling so
A
heavenly.
lot of times, you don't want to come
700 in the bag. We got 0 left. Light work. Let's go, champ.
That's what that is right now.
The sun barely just came up.
How do you transform yourself from ordinary? The first thing you gotta do is the exact opposite of everybody else. I was a bulldog. I was a dog in my lifetime. But I've never seen a dog eat like this. You put the food down, she buries her face in the bowl and attacks it. Never looks up. Stop worried about it. I called the breeder. I asked the breeder, what's up with this shit? She says yes. That's puppy. There's limits of food. So they attack it. They're afraid they won't eat. So I figured she'd outgrow it. 6 years later, got her own bowl. Her refrigerator full of food. But her mentality is the exact same. She acts like there's 20 puppies out there trying to steal her food. When you get that kind of mentality, you'll be successful.
We have 2 voices in our mind, and one I know they're fucking true. I've heard them. I hear them now. And they're real. There's that one voice. That voice I used to love to hear, that we love to hear. It's that soft one. That soft one voice that says, sleep the fuck in. It's okay. It's that calming voice. You want to be heard and nurtured and all that shit. That says, it's going to be okay. Well, there's another motherfucking voice that wakes you up in the middle of the night. It's not your girlfriend. It's not your boyfriend. It's that demon voice that whispers in your ear that says, get up, motherfucker. You're not good enough. You gotta work harder. You haven't put enough time in. It's that voice you want to run away from. It's that voice you don't want to hear. But guess what? It's that voice you need to listen to. Stay hard. Listen to the whisper.
A lot of us dream big. You should dream big. Dream big's important. You know, some of us will be doctors, lawyers, dentists,